Crocheters and troublemakers, how's your handmade holiday season going? Hopefully you're off to a good start. We're kind of in the middle of it, so I'm hoping you're getting some really good crafting going and that you have some time to crochet and work on these projects you've been meaning to work on. By now, maybe you might have looked at these two snowflake crochet patterns that I shared over the last couple of weeks, and they're kind of fun to make, aren't they? And they're really quick and easy. And you probably made a few. You probably made 3 or 10, and now you're wondering, okay, so what do I do with them? How can I use these to make special decorations around my home? Don't worry, I got you. I'm going to share some ideas in this video that I think you're going to like. And also, over the next couple days, I'm also going to share a compilation of crochet decor items that you can use as inspiration as you continue making more decorations for your holidays. And one more thing, if you really like the snowflake pattern videos and you have a preference for reading written patterns or charts, then I strongly recommend that you find Caitlin Sanio's 100 Snowflakes to Crochet. You can find that one at your library, your local independent bookstore. I also added a link in the description where you can find this. So with that, let's go ahead and explore some of these ideas together. My first suggestion is that once you have a few of these done, you could use them as patches and you could sew them on top of, for example, other garments like sweaters, like beanies or mittens. In this case, the example I'm showing you is a stocking that I had crocheted, and I thought it needed a little something, and so I grabbed one of those snowflakes and sewed it on top, and I thought it looked really good. The next suggestion is kind of a decorative element, but it's also a gift. I grabbed the smaller snowflakes and then I used glue dots to glue it on top of a paper tag. Initially, you can use it as a tag for a gift that you might give to somebody, and then they can detach it and use it as an ornament on their tree. The next idea is if you used, for example, like a DK weight type of yarn, is to frame them. For example, you'll see that I grabbed these different ones where I used like a thread yarn and also a DK weight yarn and used different frames and added them in there. After I blocked them and let them dry and they were nice and stiff, then I went ahead and added them to these frames. And then I added a few decorations to some of them and they turned out really good. I was really happy with this set. This next one was more of an experiment. I wanted to see what could happen if I could start crocheting some of these snowflakes and then joining them together. It turned out to be a pretty straightforward technique. I was very happy about that. What do you think? Should I make a video showing you how to put these together? Let me know in the comments. The next one you might have seen from a previous video where I went ahead and turned it into a keepsake ornament. I just added a few beads and then I added the year, and that was good enough. This last one ended up being one of my favorites because I had made so many of them and then I blocked them and they were sitting around for the longest time. I didn't know what to do with them. And then I kept thinking about these would look really good if I alternated them and turned them into a garland. And it just became beautiful. I was really happy with the end result. And to add a little bit of extra sparkle, I also used some golden beads. And there you go. It's beautiful. I love displaying it and I can't wait to show it off to friends and family. So now that you saw these ideas, what do you think you're going to work on first? Or what other projects do you have in mind? Let me know in the comments. Happy crocheting!